The intel as it panned out in the past week since the last show, and things have got a whole lot more complicated in some ways, more interesting in others. Right, first things first, the Israel moon mission that went badly wrong. That was described as a technical glitch. Not quite. It was shot down by the space fleet, not the Alliance. That's all I will say. Not the Alliance or the SSP. It was carrying cargo that was deemed by the Council as not suitable. Any other attempts of that nature will be met with the same response. These people don't learn. Like the SpaceX that went boom on the launch pad. Of course, the SpaceX launched this one as well. Anything that is not conducive will be dealt with. The wheel-looking craft seen on videos this week is a real depiction of a certain space station platform that is largely benevolent, whether that picture was real or not. Next item. Rothschilds did not step down officially, but their game playing has cost them a lot more minions. Last week they tried leveraging 10 trillion, and along with HSBC, and that ultimately failed also. Now, to us, it matters not that much whether they continue their failed mission and games or not. We can work with them or we can work without them. And the only benefit would have been if some of the minions stepped down with them and then came and worked with us. There is no guarantee Rothschild stepping down would have been a full-on benefit to us, as there is no guarantees the minions wouldn't just step into that role. It's a bit like when Soros died or Anne died, Hillary. The minions just keep rolling the program. It's the program that has to end. Then on Saturday, top brass military people had a meeting in Miami to discuss matters, and the outcome of that was all top brass would put in a fund together totaling $100,000 and into a crack assassin team to take out Kim and the team. That was over the weekend. Nice work, chaps, just because you are too stupid to see beyond your own pallets of dinars and billionaire dreams. That has become a nightmare. But it doesn't mean you have to blame the wrong people for your own stupidity. Now, global GDP is $114 trillion. That's 114 followed by 12 zeros. That is world expenditure, everyone around the world. So please explain how a country who is 48th in global GDP and has a total GDP of $250 billion, not trillion, billion dollars a year, is going to sustain or finance $7 quadrillion. That's 7 followed by 15 zeros. For those who don't know what a quadrillion is, it's 1,000 trillion. At the current rate, 7 quad is 56 years global GDP. And one small country with a GDP of $250 billion is not going to sustain and deliver your fake RV. Period. Now, of course, they were trying to introduce a USN or a TRN. That won't help you either, because currency, even when it's asset-backed, does not eliminate the need for a production line. you have to prove what you're going to spend it on. Well, how are we going to prove the justification of spending $7 quadrillion, which is 56 years global GDP? So if there's no production line to support the quads of new money, essentially what happens is you will massively devaluate the current currencies, be it TRNs, USNs or Hostess Twinkies. It will be worth exponentially less than the US dollar is worth today. Now the basics of this is you can attain 7 quad and somehow support it with assets, but you have to also justify where the $7 quadrillion is being spent. It's 56 years of global GDP. Where in the hell are you going to come up with a plan? And what are you going to spend $7 quadrillion on? The simple answer is you can't. It's not possible. Maybe you people have been talking to the top CEO of Wells Fargo, because he knows jack shit of economics either, micro or macro. That clown asked him not for 7 quadrillion, that is unsustainable. No, that clown asked him for 80 quadrillion, which is roughly 658 years of global GDP. Clearly, when you spent your whole lives following orders, they never taught you common sense.